Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Randumb Truths, episode 11. We're going to call this one Wake Up, We Still Have Time. We're going to make this a MidWeak Madness series. So that midweek, MidWeak, for the week. Midweek is here, but this isn't just the middle of the week. It's the midpoint of your pattern of sorts, the center of your questions, the pulse of your resistance. They told you to grind until Friday, to wear exhaustion like it was purpose, to call the weekend freedom and the work week life. But here, we don't wait for freedom. We speak it, we live it, we reclaim it. This midweek madness, we don't survive the week, we challenge it. Where the middle becomes the mirror, and the mirror speaks back. So I offer this intention to you. May our minds stay sharp, our hearts stay open, and our days grow richer in truth and freedom. May we see clearly, speak boldly, and walk forward without fear, with mask in hand and light in our steps. Welcome to the middle. Welcome to the mirror. Welcome back. Let us begin. See, that lie of the middle of the week. What day is it? What day is today? They told us these days. They gave us these calendars of sorts. What time is it? They gave us the time. They change it when they want to. But that has no correlation on why we're tired, is it? Does it? You're not tired because you're lazy. To me, it seems as though you're tired because you're pretending that the 40-hour grind is noble, pretending that Friday is salvation of sorts, pretending that life begins on the weekend. It doesn't. Life starts the moment you reclaim your time. What time is it? And Time is one of my favorite all-time movies. JT, hey. It really is, as it gives a good perception of time and how it's controlled from the poor to the rich. What do we think? What do we know? How do we learn? How do we grow? See, the middle of the week has become the stall point. Energy fades, mind fogs, routine dominates. But what if this was your checkpoint of sorts? What if this was your pivotal standpoint? Every Wednesday, you get the chance to wake up or keep repeating. Today, today, today. We wake up. We wake up. See, freedom or freedom, seems as though the dumb, they have the most freedom. Seems as though the ignorance is bliss. Those that are the most blissful and the most happy, they seem to be the most ignorant of sorts. They seem like they have no problems. No matter what, life understands them. And they understand life. They're just living their life of free, dumb thinking and free, dumb feelings and mindsets. See, freedom isn't what they taught you. Freedom now means bills paid, but soul in collections. And freedom means do you like me? With followers and likes and thumbs and arrows up. Freedom means followers, but no voice. See, we were raised inside a lie, one branded with flags, backed by laws, reinforced by fear. What is war? Is this not Roman times? All roads seem as though they can always lead to Rome. See, freedom is the system's best trick. It teaches you how to work, how not to think, how the slaves can rebel. It rewards obedience and punishes originality. It tells you you're free, but conditions you to be silent, tired, and addicted. You were told to pick a job, pay your dues, retire quietly. But when was the last time you were taught to ask what you really think? The ideology of freedom is subtle. It doesn't scream, it smiles and wears a name tag and hands you a uniform. It whispers, you're doing the right thing. While your passion starves in a cubicle, it starves while you're at home alone, while you're trying to figure out your week and how you can survive to that next paycheck. But here, right here, we start unlearning. See, there's been a disappearance of the truth teller. The world doesn't kill prophets because they're wrong. It silences them because they're right too soon. You have some that were young and some that were old. We have your Tupacs, your Nipseys, your Carlins that were older, and your MLKs, or even the loss of a Quadir, LGP Qua from Philly. Positivity is sometimes taken from us, and we don't know why. We carry these burdens and we try to make understanding of how the good die young. Why do they say these things? Do the bad die old? Why do we say these things? See, for those that we might know their name and their names carry that legacy beyond their death, each one, they carried clarity that made systems tremble in ways. They didn't fit into that perfect box. Today, we don't silence them with bullets. We silence them with distractions. We can cancel them at the moment we choose. With algorithms, with irrelevance of sorts. We can just do, we act. And one thing I've seen is that one person can change the world. One man's madness or mistake, the new rules applied, the new law, and everything changes because of one human. How interesting is that? See, we seem to scroll past the prophets or walk past them, or we won't want to harm any. So we won't use the word prophets, but those that might be prophetic in ways. Maybe the last of the prophets are already gone. Do we know? Or were we told? What do we think? Have we seen? How do we think? How do we grow? What do we know? These questions. See, we seem to mute the mirrors. We fear what makes us feel, actually. But you're still listening. You're still here. That means something in you remembers how truth tastes and what makes you dangerous. See, that truth inside of you, that's what the silence is all about. You don't want to conform. Your idea, even in your practice belief, is slightly different than the person that sits next to you, or kneels next to you, or bows their head next to you. It's slightly different. They want us to be the same. They want that cookie cutter, that safety in numbers. I say, dare to be different. They give us these ideas and even the slave wage to slave thinking. See, I often play around with how there's 168 hours in a week. Most of us spend 120 trying to survive them. There's sleep, there's work, there's errands, there's that recovery time. And what's left? Maybe about 20 hours, and we use that to scroll, compare, numb, and repeat. We've normalized exhaustion of sorts. We're just always tired. We've romanticized struggle. We've built religions around work and called it character. You don't owe the system your energy. You don't owe your boss your soul. What is that soul? Who are we? What is it that makes us us? You don't owe silence to anyone who profits from your pain. See, I learned during my time on a plantation that if something goes wrong with you, physically or mentally, they will simply remove you and replace you. How good does that make you feel? See, you're taught to be reliable. Now teach yourself to be real. Let me talk to you straight. You're not lazy. You're just over it. Hustle culture is self-harm in disguise. The system fears your imagination more than your rebellion. They don't want thinkers. They want repeaters. You're not behind. You're just awake. Rest is actually radical. Motion is encrypted wisdom. If you're the loudest in the room, make sure it's not for the wrong script. See, you're not too much. You're exactly enough to shift the atmosphere. Maybe that's me speaking to myself. Maybe that's me speaking to you. I'm speaking to the abyss. I have no idea who listens. I actually started checking out the analytics, which is interesting. Hello. And hopefully we can learn and we can grow together throughout our journeys. I will continue to pose these questions. What do we think? What do we know? How do we learn? How do we grow? See, you can scroll past this moment or you can stop and breathe. Just breathe. Silence. That breath. Breathe. Deeply in and exhale. See, what if this is your sign? What if this is the permission you've been waiting for? To start saying what you mean. To stop performing peace. To stop renting your life to systems that don't even know your name. They want you to be anonymous. The middle of the week doesn't have to be survival. You don't have to be the middle of the week as us all in humanity. It can be sacred. It can be the mirror that reminds you who you are. This isn't about rage. It's about reclamation. Wake up, because while we still have time, we still have the power. See, I've been working on something. A little something that's come to mind. And something born from exhaustion, rebellion, insight, and memory. It's called the Book of Freedom. And it's not finished yet, but the pages are writing themselves in moments like this. It's not a guide. It's not a sermon. It's not even clean or convenient. It's just truth. It's unbranded, unfiltered, unforgiving. And when it drops, you'll feel it because it's not just a book. It's kind of a mirror most people avoid. So stay close and I'll let you know when it hits as I continue to try to shape things that help myself and hopefully they can help others, as minimalism is unfortunately been forced upon me. And I've taken it with open arms. So with that, I want to thank you. Thank you all for walking this path with me today. You didn't have to press play, but you did. And that means you're part of the shift. And I'm very much honored by your time, your mind, and your presence. And I look forward to us continuing to grow, to fight, and to win together. Wishing you much continued success on your journey in every aspect of life. This has been MidWeak Madness. And until next time, peace.